joined from Cairo by the researcher in Israeli affairs and an Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs member, Dr. Ahmed Fouad Anwar. Thank you, sir, for joining us here on Qnews. Let's start off, sir, by asking, how does Egypt's sustained humanitarian aid initiative reflect Cairo's broader strategic vision towards the Gaza crisis and its long-term approach to Palestinian stability?
Okay, so good evening to you and to everyone who's watching. The Egyptian vision has always been clear, but the hope in the Palestinians, they are calling for a just and comprehensive solution, and it is the key for stability in the Middle East, and even the Israeli stability will come through such a just solution, which is having the Palestinians to keep their land and to get aid delivery and early healing without any displacement. And so we need this to be done urgently because the Egyptian vision here was very clear about this. The previous conferences before this agreement, and so yeah, there are mechanisms that have been delivered from the Egyptian side to, and they're talking about a conference in November to reconstruct, and they're talking roles for everyone to have a part in this hard phase that we're going to face.
As you said, this is a look towards the future. Now, given the recent Arab League statements urging the Palestinian Authority to regain full control over the Palestinian territories, how realistic is this goal, given the fragmentation when it comes to governance in Gaza and among Palestinian factions in general?
I think that the statement here are calling to get the other factions to join the organization and then have elections within a year, and it is such a important phase, and the Israeli side are always willing and always want to reach the agreements. So a ceasefire agreement is being reached and hindered, like what happened with the agreement in Jan, and Netanyahu and his government did not keep their end of the deal, and so Egypt and the Palestinian side are now asked to basically stop Netanyahu and put him in his place, and he also needs to be some kind of so that he does not breach the agreement. And yeah, the Israeli side is a party here in this equation because they know that Netanyahu wants to keep his chair, and he wants to escape accountability and the crimes that he's being faced with or through having the opinion shift to other operations that they're carrying, like in Lebanon and so on.
Well, as you said, sir, that the Israelis have broken, or violated ceasefires across the region. But we've also seen statements coming out from the Arab League warning against Israel's plans for the Greater Israel and the ambitions there. Do you think this plays into this context as well as the current Israeli domestic politics and possible implications for regional peace if these violations continue?
The main problem started in December 2022 when this government took the destruction government of the interior. And so, yeah, the talks that they were talking publicly about displacing the Palestinians out of their land. Egypt and Jordan interfered, and then other countries as well. They were talking about having their project of Greater Israel, and so yeah, they took advantage of the chaos in Syria, and so they took strategic advantage here, Lebanon, Jordan, and so on. And so, yeah, all of these needs to be condemned and faced from the Western countries, because they do realize that such behavior threatens the stability in the region. It will threaten for fuel imports and exports and so on. And so this needs to stop, and everyone needs to see everything. And even the U.S. administration, they supported the displacement before, but now they are not supporting it and are coordinating with Egypt to prevent it.
Well, as you said there, that one of the goals of the Israelis was to forcibly displace the Palestinian people, but Egypt, along with other partners, helped in this. What kind of impact did Egypt's mediation under the leadership of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi play in restraining the escalations and maintaining a minimal level of stability along the Gaza border?
Egypt has a long-standing experience with the Israeli side. We were able, with some hard solutions, diplomatic and diplomatic conflict and so on, we were able to get our full rights. And so this needs to happen again on the Palestinian side. And so after they get their rights back on the borders of 4th of June, they need to get back their land in exchange for peace. And so, yeah, land for the
Yes.
agreement, land for peace. The two-state solution is the just solution here, and under the international legitimacy. And so, and Egypt is reaffirming it and having talks with USA, Turkey, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, all of these countries that can play a crucial regional role here. And so they have relationships with these countries. They have the ability to negotiate and to impose its vision, because the alternative here is very risky and dangerous. And we saw that it failed, and we saw that some countries were the consequences of this, not even the countries involved.
Okay, thank you so much. That was Dr. Ahmed Fouad Anwar from Cairo, the researcher in Israeli affairs and an Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs member. Thank you for joining us here on Q News.